Pen in hand, light and flow, quiet time begins to grow. Softest breeze through open blinds, clearing space inside my mind. The morning rush is far behind. Now there's just this open time. I hum a thought, I find my place. In every draft a little grace. No rules, no perfect start, just this feeling from the heart. Clear draft, nothing planned. Let the words fall from my hand. Even silence speaks so true when I'm calmly riding through. Slip but leave a trace. In every pause I find my pace. I'll return when thoughts are new, but for now this piece will do. You always text at 8:03. I act surprised like casually. You joke too much, I roll my eyes, but secretly I kinda try. You say just friends, but smile too long and hum my name like it's a song. Every little thing you do feels like sunshine breaking through. From how you lean to how you pause, your chaos in the cutest. Cause every little step we take feels like a bet we both might make. You steal my fries, I let you win. I mark the spot, you brush my chin. You say my laugh's your favorite sound. I try to keep my heart down. You walk me home and say alright, but glance again to check the light. Every little thing you do feels like sunshine breaking through. From how you lean to how you pause, your chaos in the cutest. Cause every little step we take feels like a bet we both might make. I won't say more, you won't say it, but maybe hearts don't need regret. Every little sign you leave is louder than the words you breathe. We're not in love, but not too, and I don't mind if you do too. Every little tilt and grin keeps pulling me a little in. It's not a rush, it's not a game, but maybe next we say my name. Every little thing I knew might mean I'm falling into you.
I hear you when you're not around, like footsteps lost without the ground. You pass me in my dreams sometimes. Not close enough, but still alive. You breathe a word, I don't respond. Like waiting at a faded pond. And I don't chase, I never did. But some things echo when they're hit. Nearlist but never end. Like the start that won't begin. Every look a half-closed door. Every touch I don't restore. Nearlist, you're always near, but never quite appear. I build a world where you exist. In pages I forget I missed. You stay between the lines I write. A ghost beneath my softer fight. You never leave, you never stay. But in between, you always wait. Nearlist but never end. Like the start that won't begin. Every look a half-closed door. Every touch I don't restore. Nearlist, you're always near, but never quite appear. Maybe love just lives that way. Close enough to make us stay. Final clouds too far, but not close enough to scar. You remain just out of frame. Still I whisper your name. Never called and still I hear your name and things that disappear.
You pour the coffee, I make toast. We share the morning we love most. No rush, no race, just day begun. With simple light and eggs half done. You hum a tune, I find the key, and just like that it's you and me. Bright light, the life we made, with matching socks and bills half paid. We dance between the little things, like laundry folds and coffee rings. Bright line, no grand parade, just quiet joys we daily trade. You lose your keys, I find your coat. You scribble notes, I always quote. You roll your eyes, I smile too wide. It's everything we never tried. No need for fireworks or flair, just knowing you'll be always there. Bright line, the life we made, with matching socks and bills half paid. We dance between the little things, like laundry folds and coffee rings. Bright line, no grand parade, just quiet joys we daily trade. If someone asked me what love means, I'd point to us in faded jeans. Bright line, the path we draw, with breakfast crumbs and gentle awe. You laugh, I breathe, the world feels kind, like all the stars just fell in line. Bright line, it's us, it's clear, through every smile and every year. We're not a song that tries to shine, we're
I found your note behind the chair, the one you said was never there. It had no date, no final line, just quiet truth and faded sign. You always knew what not to say, and still I read you anyway. Slowmark, left like chalk. It fades but still defines the walk. I keep you close in subtle ways, in songs I hum on quiet days. Slowmark, not loud or deep, but where the softer echoes sleep. Your sweater still hangs near the door. I swear I meant to move it more, but every fold just feels too known, like time forgot you ever gone. I act like that's a careless thing, but I still check each time it swings. Slowmark, left like chalk. It fades but still defines the walk. I keep you close in subtle ways, in songs I hum on quiet days. Slowmark, not loud or deep, but where the softer echoes sleep. We never screamed, we never broke, but silence speaks the lines we spoke. Slowmark in every place where memory holds a little space. You didn't leave, you just grew still, but somehow I can feel you still. Slowmark, you trace the air like someone half remembered there.
You turned, I didn't say a word, but still I knew that you had heard. The hallway light was soft and slow.
I waited till it stopped to glow.
No one spoke, the door stayed closed,
but all the quiet we both chose.
In our windows side by side,
Same moon but hearts we try to hide.
Windowtrace, your face remains, even through these distant pains. Not goodbye, just in between, still in view but not seen. Windowtrace, soft and near, you're not here but still appear.
I made some tea and watched the steam.
I saw your street inside my dream.
We never said what we had meant,
just watch the sky in our descent.
Your light blinks once, then mine does too,
like some quiet way of saying you. Windowtrace, your face remains, even through these distant pains. Not goodbye, just in between, still in view but not seen. Windowtrace, soft and near, you're not here but still appear. glass in silent ways. Windowtrace still aligned across the city in my mind. I don't touch, but still I know where your gaze begins to go.
I turned away but stayed the same.
You're still the view I softly name.
You left your watch on my nightstand, still ticking time I didn't plan. I stared at it for half the day, like it could tell me what to say. You always knew just when to go, and I still ask the time like so. Afterhow, I live in scenes that used to fill the in-betweens. You said goodbye, then smiled like rain, and somehow left me warm with pain. Afterhow, I breathe, I do, but every breath remembers you. Your sweater's on the second chair, I leave it there like you still care. I scroll, I swipe, I shut it down. Your ghost still walks this quiet town, and I don't call, you don't reply, but silence has a longer cry. After how I live in scenes that used to fill the in-betweens. You said goodbye, then smiled like rain, and somehow left me warm with pain. After how I breathe, I do, but every breath remembers you. If love was real and time is fair, then why does now still feel like where? After how, it's not regret, it's just the things we don't forget. You fade in dreams and smile so clear, like leaving meant you stayed right here. After how the time has passed, but somehow you're the one that lasts. I move, I try, I laugh, I sing, but still you thread through everything. After how I know I knew that part of me still lives with you.
You left your book, I read the name, like it could speak or shift the blame. You said be well, not see you soon, and left beneath the patient moon. You always made the quiet loud, and now the hush touch just holds the sound. Last place where echoes live, the part we kept, the part I give. You're gone, but still the chair you chose feels like a voice the silence knows. Last place, no flame, no fight, just one more word you didn't write. You wore that coat, the one in gray, that made your mood look far away. I said take care, you said you too. Like that's enough to walk on through. It's strange how normal moments sting, like they forgot what love could bring. Last place where echoes live, the part we kept, the part I give. You're gone, but still the chair you chose feels like a voice the silence knows. Last place, no flame, no fight, just one more word you didn't write. And if you turn back just to see, would you still walk away from me? Last place, no second round, just quiet where your steps were sound. I closed the door, not like a wall, but just to mean you're gone at all. Last place where stillness grew and left the leaving up to you.
You say it's fine. You said it's fine, but your eyes didn't wait. Like your heart had closed the gate. I found the scarf you left behind, still smells like your favorite kind. I play our song but skip that part where the words tear me apart. Maybe time will blur your name, but every echo feels the same. Stilltone, you remain in the corners of my rain. Even in the quietest room, your voice still bends the gloom. You never liked to say goodbye, so you folded it into a sigh. Now I read your space like lines between the days across the signs. I try to call but lose the nerve. You linger more than I deserve. Stilltone, you remain in the corners of my rain. Even in the quietest room, your voice still bends the gloom. You left without it's fine and I'll let go, but your Stilltone doesn't slow.
You're watching people pass again, the same old view, the same refrain, a quiet hum inside the glass, where time and light both slowly pass. And in that moment no one knows, the story drifting as it goes. Windowtone, you're here with me, in every sip and what we see. No big words, no need to try, just shared silence passing by. Windowtone, not out of place, just sunlight framed upon your face. Your phone is off, the world is too. This little table shelters you, a joke, a glance, a hand so still. It's not loud, but it always will be more than scenes or fleeting days. It lingers in the quiet ways. Windowtone, you're here with me, in every sip and what we see. No big words, no need to try, just shared silence passing by. Windowtone, not out of place, just sunlight framed upon your face. And when this hour starts to fade, I'll keep the peace that we both made.
You laugh too hard at things I say. I notice, but I look away. You text me jokes at 2 a.m. like we're just friends, but not quite them. You say I'm bored, but mean I'm near, and suddenly the room feels clear. If you dare say the line, the one that shifts this borderline, I won't run, I won't pretend, but I won't say it first, my friend. If you dare, just raise your gaze. I'm tired of all this almost phase. You touched my hand to make a point. I laughed it off like I'm a droid, but I replay it when I'm home and wonder why I sleep alone. You linger when it's time to go, and every silence tells me so. If you dare say the line, the one that shifts this borderline, I won't run, I won't pretend, but I won't say it first, my friend. If you dare, just raise your gaze. I'm tired of all this almost phase. Let's skip the slow reveal, the tease. Let's fall or fly. No guarantees. If you dare, don't joke tonight. Just speak like you believe it might. I'm standing here, I won't evade, but don't make this a masquerade. If you dare, no halfway hold, just take my hand, be
You closed the gate without a sound. Still I felt you all around. I boiled the kettle, watched it steam. Your smile came back inside the gleam. One chair out of place still leans, like where you sat in my routine. I light the lamp you used to dim, and leave the window cracked for wind. Backcurve, you're not gone. You're the turn I'm stuck upon. Every thought bends to your name, even if you left the frame. Backcurve, still I wait at the edge of something late. I hear your steps inside the floor, but I don't check the door. I hold your cup just for the weight, to feel the shape of what we ate. The sky repeats what we don't say. It turns but doesn't drift away. Backcurve, still I wait at the edge of something late. I don't rewind, I just replay the way you breathed before you'd stay. Finer, soft and slow, not ahead, not far below. Still you're in the shape of now, like a voice I can't allow. No one sees it, but I do. You're the backcurve pulling through.
You brush my hand to pass the plate. I smile too, I pretend it's fate. You tell a joke I barely hear. I'm watching how you draw me near. It's not the words, it's how they land, the quiet ways you understand. Soft light, the way we move, like morning sun in quiet grooves. You're not a storm, you're not a fire. You're something slow that builds desire. Soft light in all you do, I find myself leaning to you. You walk ahead but glance behind, like you don't wanna lose the line. I match your pace, you nudge my side, and suddenly I'm open wide. No rush, no script, just on a stair, and in that space I feel you there. Soft light, the way we move, like morning sun in quiet grooves. You're not a storm, you're not a fire, you're something slow that builds desire. Soft light in all you do, I find myself leaning to you. I never asked for all this glow, but somehow you just let it grow. Soft light, like songs we hum, the ones we know without the drum. You speak, I breathe, you smile, I stay, and nothing loud gets in the way. Soft light, you hold it right, not too close, not too bright, and here I am, no need to try, just warmed by you and asking why. Soft light, the way you show that love and slow is how I know.
You ran in crying, no words said, and leaned your weight against my chest. I froze, not from fear but weight of every year I tried to wait. Your tears soaked through my second shirt, and I forgot how not to hurt. You didn't know, but you still chose the arms I've guarded just for those. Hold still, I can't breathe. You're closer now than I believe. I've dreamed this scene 1,000 ways, but never with you in this haze. Hold still, I can't move. You're the ache I've built to prove. You said don't ask, just let me cry, and all I did was stand and try to stay the friend you always had, while loving you like someone mad. The room was still, the lights were low, and I was more than you could know. Hold still, I can't breathe. You're closer now than I believe. I've dreamed this scene 1,000 ways, but never with you in this haze. Hold still, I can't move. You're the ache I've built to prove. I held the air like it might speak, but words felt selfish, loud and weak. Hold still, if I blink, I'll lose the truth I never think. You're here but not the way I need. Still I bleed to let you leave. So cry as long as you must stay. I'll be the silence that won't sway.
You didn't speak, but I still turned. A kind of heat I never learned. You moved past like you're not aware, but left a shimmer in the air. Your shadow brushed across my skin like something light but drawn within. I try to walk, I try to look, but I'm caught between your pages, shook. Mothprint on my window glow. You're the mark I didn't know. Faint but deep, you found a way to stay behind when words don't stay. You never asked for anything, but silence wears your everything. The closer I pretend to stand, the less I understand. You stay where eyes can barely reach, but your silence still can teach. Mothprint on my window glow. You're the mark I didn't know. Faint but deep, you found a way to stay behind when words don't stay. You flicker past, I lose my track, but somehow I don't want you back. Final print, they're bold, but the trace I always hold. Even when the light is gone, you're the pattern I lean on. Just a whisper in the room, soft and still, but never gone. You stood framed in window light. No words spoken, but it felt right. Your smile held the sound of peace, a moment time refused to leave. You never said you'd stay for long, but in that pause I felt so strong. We didn't rush, we didn't plan, just held the world inside our hands. The air was still, yet something moved, a kind of truth that can't be proved. In a quiet frame, you stay more than anything you said. I remember how it shined, that still moment in my mind. We didn't break, we didn't fade, but silence drew
different shade. Now when light hits soft and plain, I see your face inside the frame. I found your note beside my phone. Just 3 words, but not alone. You draw your thoughts in pencil gray, then walk them off and drift away. I trace your trail like light on sand, always too near to understand. We're not loud, but always near, like music only we can hear. Glowcase, subtle shine, every look a clever sign. You don't run, you just appear, soft and steady, pulling near. Glowcase, don't explain, let the rhythm hide the flame. I wear your laugh like second skin. It's soft but holds the storm within. You never say the right cliche, but somehow that's the better way. We don't call it anything, but somehow it still means something. Glowcase, subtle shine, every look a clever sign. You don't run, you just appear, soft and steady, pulling near. Glowcase, don't explain, let the rhythm hide the flame. If it breaks in light, not with sound, but with insight. Glowcase, you're not bold, still you move like something told. Not a flash, but you remain the quiet part inside my name. Glowcase, subtle shine, every look a clever sign. You don't run, you just appear, soft and steady, pulling near. Glowcase, don't explain, let the rhythm hide the flame. You pass, but I still trace what we are, a glowing place.
I saved a seat you never knew, beside the glass that caught your view. The wind still sounds like what you said, the night replays it in my head. You left too slow, like staying hurt, and took the warmth without a word. Fallframe, the way we end is soft and sharp, like where we've been. You gave me light, then closed the blinds, and now I blink to find the signs. Fallframe, in pause and fade, the love we had now overplayed. I wore the coat you once adored, it held your scent like something stored. I thought you'd call or write or try, but all I got was autumn sky. And maybe that's the way
I wish I saw the part where love begins to thaw. Fallframe, I breathe, I break through every frame I didn't take. You left and somehow still you stay in every fall that finds its way. Fallframe, the last refrain of what we had before the rain.
Cursor blinks, the night unfolds. Every beat, a thread I hold. No distraction, just a hum. Ideas form, steady drum. A rhythm built on silent ground. Each word a shape without a sound. I chase a line, I let it guide. My thoughts no longer try to hide. No rush, no voice to override. Just focus flowing deep inside. Line flow, let it run. Working steady till it's done. Each small step, a quiet spark, leading forward through the dark. There's beauty in the quiet grind. A kind of peace that few can find. And when the final line is near, the quiet leaves my vision clear. The train hums low beneath my feet, a rhythm soft but bittersweet. I count the towns like skipping stones. Each mile I cross, I'm less alone. Your name still tastes like early fall, like Sundays where we lost it all. I watch the weeks without your eyes. Now every tree just passes by. Holdmile, getting near. Every second you appear through the window in my hand, like a place I'll understand. Holdmile, long and slow, but I've got one way text said drive safe, come soon. My heart replied in quiet tune. I wore the shirt you said you missed, felt your voice inside my wrist. The clouds don't know, but they still drift, like time that moves but doesn't shift. Holding on, getting near. Every second you appear through the window in my hand, like a place I'll understand. Hold a mile long and slow, but I've got one way to go. It's not the end or start we chase, it's you still waiting in that place. Final goal, almost there, even if you're unaware. With each stop I breathe you in the distance, then beneath my skin. Hold my one last time. You're the quiet that I yearn. I won't knock, just let me stand. You're the mile I didn't plan. The cafe still smells like you, a hint of mint and something blue. I didn't come to think of us, but time don't ask, consent don't trust. You cross my mind, not loud but true, like old songs that bleed back through. Againtrace the edge, I know it lingers long, it doesn't show. You're not a name, not quite a thought, but something every silence brought. Againtrace I walk, you stay in every step I can't replay. Your playlist played inside the store. I stood and smiled, then out the door. It's not regret, it's not pretend, it's how beginnings never end. You never text, I never write, but still you show in quiet light. Againtrace the edge, I know it lingers long, it doesn't show. You're not a name, not quite a thought, but something every silence brought. Againtrace I walk, you stay in every step I can't replay. If you came back like some rerun, would I rewrite or would I run? Againtrace, no clear reset, but still a place I can't forget. You left but left a map so deep that even time can't put to sleep. Againtrace, it's soft, it's wide, the part of me that never died. Not love, not lost, but something near that always hums when you're not here.
Took the road we used to choose. The leaves still fall, the light still moves. The bench is worn, the path the same, but every step still says your name. You held my hand without a sound. Now I just trace where you were found. The space we knew still holds the shape we walked into. You said just walk, I said I will. Now I walk that way, but still. Side path, the wind, the sky still ask me how and wonder why. The dogwood bends still feels like something hid. I hum a tune you never knew, but still it sounds like part of you. The sun sets slow, the color bends, and memories don't need a mend. Side path, the space we knew still holds a shape. Just walk, I said I will, and now I walk that way, but still. Side path, the wind, the sky still ask me how and wonder why. If I looked back and you were there, would I still move or stop and stare? Side path, the quiet turns. With every step, the memory burns. I'm not alone, though you're not near. This path just keeps your echo clear. Side path, the way we knew still feels like walking back to you.
Your book on my old desk. I saw the spine, I knew the rest. A small thing that could pass me by, but pulled me into our July. I heard that song, the traffic blurred, and in my head I heard your word. Backtrace in little signs, you echo back between the lines. I move like nothing, still the same, but find you hiding in the frame. Backtrace, not loud or clear, but always just a blink too near. change, new name, same place, but still I see your coffee face. You said you liked the bitter kind, and I still get that every time. No flashbacks loud, just quiet ties, like thoughts you find but don't know why. Backtrace in little signs, you echo back between the lines. I move like nothing's still the same, but find you hiding in the frame. Backtrace, not loud or clear, but always just a blink too near. I don't rewind, I don't retreat, but you still walk in old repeats. Backtrace, not full rewind, but traces shape the things I find. I walk ahead but not alone, with echoes I don't call my own. Backtrace, that ghost of touch, not too much but just enough.
I didn't mean to check your name, but there it was, it looked the same. Unread, but still it marked the space, like silence I can't quite replace. You didn't block, I didn't write. We live in versions, not inside. Unsend what I won't say. It lingers there in light and gray. The words still flow, just never land. And maybe that's what makes them stand. Unsend, no close, no clear, just one more thought I keep right here. The photo's gone, but not the day. It shows up in the strangest way. A laugh, a street, a coffee lit, the shape of things we almost did. And though I know the thread is thin, it still connects the what could have been. Unsend what I won't say. It lingers there in light and gray. The words still flow, just never land. And maybe that's what makes them stand. Unsend, no close, no clear, just one more thought I keep right here. And if I did, and if you saw, would we be worse or better off? Unsend, I type then fade. You're still the ghost I never laid. You read the silence like a sign, but never ask, and neither do I. Unsend, the words still burn in messages that won't return. We never spoke, we never tried, but still I write you every night. Unsend the love unstated.
toast, a little burnt. I laugh, you say it's how we learn. You hum a song, I hum along, like we've been synced our whole life long. Your keys, your mess, your sleepy hair, it's everything just everywhere. And all the while you fill the day in quiet moves and what you say. You steal my socks, I fake a frown, but love you more with each letdown. And all the while I keep it near, the simple joy of you being here. You dance when no one's in the room, I catch you mid-spin with my spoon. You roll your eyes, I kiss your cheek, we don't need words for what we speak. It's how we move, not what we do, I count the time by being with you. And all the while you fill the day in quiet moves and what you say. You steal my socks, I fake a frown, but love you more with each letdown. And all the while I keep it near, the simple joy of you being here. We're not a spark, we're a steady flame that warms the air without a name. We're not a spark, we're a steady flame that warms the air without a name. And all the while you fill the day in quiet moves and what you say. You steal my socks, I fake a frown, but love you more with each letdown. And all the while I keep it near, the simple joy of you being here. All the while this life we make is built from smiles and coffee breaks. I don't need grand or perfect lines, you're there in all the little signs. All the while in notes you leave and how you fold your shirts and sleeves. And how you breathe beside my sigh, I find my home and I know why. All the while it's you, it's clear, and every while I want you near.
You never asked me how I knew, but silence has a language too. A hand that lingers half a beat says more than words will ever meet. I watch you fold your thoughts away and left mine just the same that day. Never said but always there, and how you looked and how you cared, like second shadows, quiet and close, the kind of love that barely shows. Never said but never gone, a vow we carry soft and long. The days went by, no simply chose not to let go. Never said, but always there, in how you looked and how you cared, like second shadows, quiet and close, the kind of love that barely shows. Never said, but never gone, of how we carry soft and long. Maybe we're words that went unread, but never lost in what's never said.
You wave like nothing really changed, but we both knew the shape had rearranged. I asked how working time had been. You laughed like you were still 10. You sat where you always did, and something shook. I thought I hid. Warned tell, not loud, not wide, but something moved where words can't hide. You smiled like maybe we both knew the years were just a point of view. Warm tell, that second glance, where maybe this could stand a chance. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You asked if I still ride at night. I said not much, but you were right. You sipped your tea, then tapped your ring, like it meant less than anything. No one said what it felt loud, but something still felt unallowed. Warm tell, not loud, not wide, but something moved where words can't hide. You smiled like maybe we both knew the years were just a point of view. Warm tell, that second glance, where maybe this could stand a chance. And if I leaned, would you still lean? Or just pretend we've always been clean, clean? Warm tell, not young, not new, but still it burns like morning dew. We said goodnight, not see you then, but maybe that could start again. Warm tell, no rush, no sign, but maybe love just takes its time. Oh, oh. Oh, oh.
Velvetbit, you're in my skin. Tiny pulse I feel within. You said it slow, like silk would fall, but I still heard it all. Your voice like vinyl in rewind, warm and soft but undefined. I tried to play it off, pretend, but I was spinning to the end. Velvetbit, you're in my skin. Tiny pulse I feel within. You don't speak, but you still move. little bends around my step, like rhythm I have never kept. We never broke, we just undid what only feeling never did. I fade into that same old scene where your name still rhymes with dream. Velvetbit, you're in my skin. Tiny pulse I feel within. You don't speak but you still move. Every silence moves the groove. Velvetbit I can't erase. You echo in the quiet space. You're the loop that never ends, the sound between our lovers, not friends. Velvetbit, just one beat, still I follow where you meet. Not too loud, not too near, but always what I wanna hear. Soft and slow, you're in the spin. Velvetbit, you pull me in.
You laughed at something only I saw, and that's when it started to thaw. You walk beside me just the same, but now I feel you in my name. No louder words, no sudden shift, just something small that starts to lift. It's not a fire or rushing tide, just calm that settles deep inside. Quiet sign, you didn't ask, but love shows up without a task. It's in the way you tilt your head and things you never even said. Quiet sign, soft and true. I didn't choose, I just knew. I don't replay the scenes we had, they're still too real to make me sad. You didn't try, and that was key. It let my guard slip easily. No grand reveal or breaking light, just steady warmth that fits me right. Quiet sign, you didn't ask, but love shows up without a task. It's in the way you tilt your head and things you never even said. Quiet sign, soft and true. I didn't choose, I just knew. So if you ask me what this is, I'll say it's something I won't miss.
You turn the page without a word, but something in your eyes was heard. I watch the pause between each blink. Too much to say, too close to think. You trace the rim of your cup slow. I almost speak, but let it go. There's something warm between our lines, a kind of pull we never define. We stay between the talk and stay where signals pass and slip away. Flickerscript, not bold, not loud, just enough to stand unbowed. A story lives in subtle cues, in everything we never choose. We never needed more to say. Each glance rewrites the usual way. And when you leave without a trace, your shadow stays inside the space.
You stood beneath a half-drawn shade.
The light on you just wouldn't fade.
We said we'd meet without a plan.
But still you reached and held my hand.
You smiled like nothing had to last. But I still live inside that past.
Not everything has names or lines, but this it fits between the sign.
Halflight, we were clear, not quite gone, still felt near. Shadows soft and colors low, but enough for love to show. Half-light in our breath, not forever, not yet death. We didn't say the words not loud,
But silence wrapped us like a shroud.
I didn't move, you didn't ask.
We let the moment wear its mask.
It wasn't full, but it was bright, like how a heart feels just before night. Half-light, we were clear, not quite gone, still felt near. Shadows soft and colors low, but enough for love to show. Half-light in our breath, not forever, not yet death. If I had said just one more thing,
Would the light have stayed or dimmed?
half-light all we keep,
my sleep. Even now it glows the same, soft but never lost its name. You stood in light that never stayed,
and I'm still there, just half displayed.
Blink once you're in my mind, twice and I start to rewind. I wasn't looking, now I stare. You were just there everywhere. You move like a thought I forgot, but now I hum you more than not. Little things you said, they spin, playing back again and then I try to scroll you out of view, but you just loop like songs do. Blinkloop, I can't escape. Every glance a perfect shape. You linger like a line I know, soft and slow but never low. Slow but never low. Even when I turn away, you dance behind what I won't say. Blinkloop round again. You're the verse inside my pen, playing back in every cue. I'm still stuck repeating you. Blink once, blink twice. You're back inside. I almost said it, then I smiled. In my heart for just a while. You never asked, but always knew how I turned soft around you. I took the long way to your name, just to keep the feel the same. But the closer I get, the more I forget how to speak when your eyes said, echo fire in my light. Every thought that hits my spine, calling out from deep inside, like a sound I cannot hide. Echo fire plays again, even when I count to 10. Still you ring, still you stay. the part that sings me on. Echofine, you're in my line, still repeating every sign. In the dark or in the light, you're the sound I can't rewrite. Just one word could make it clear, but I still echo you from here. You sit across your book in hand. I fold my words like paper sand. The lamplight hums, your eyes don't move, but silence plays a certain groove. You cross your leg, I hold my breath. In this small room, it feels like death. Roomlight, we live in frames. Each glance a spark that softly flames. We never say, we just exist in almost love that's never kissed. Roomlight, a still parade where all the words are just delayed. You ask if I still paint these days. I nod and lie in practice ways. The space is kind, the light is dim, but every inch still echoes him. You smile like you already know that some of me won't let him go. Roomlight, we live in frames. Each glance a spark that softly flames. We never say, we just exist in almost love that's never kissed. Roomlight, a still parade where all the words are just delayed. And if I leaned, would you be gone? Or would you hum that same old song? Roomlight, so warm, so thin, it draws me out but keeps me in. You shift your chair, I blink too long, and suddenly we feel like wrong. Fine light, the moment bends. Two people pause but not quite friends. I could speak or I could stay, but either way we slip away. Roomlight, our quiet thread still holds the things we left unsaid.
You used to smile before the tea. Now you just stir it quietly. You check the time more than you did, but never say the thoughts you hid. I don't pretend I didn't see, but maybe you still look for me. Staytone, where silence moves, a kind of quiet that still proves you're near enough to feel unsure, but far enough to want no more. Staytone, I stay with you, even if you're somewhere new. Your playlist changed, your coat's still red, long, like truth and care don't get along. We're not unkind, we're not untrue, we're just not saying what we knew. Staytone, where silence moves, the kind of quiet that still proves you're near enough to feel unsure, but far enough to want no more. Staytone, I stay with you, even if you're somewhere new. Maybe love just bends, not breaks, but even bends can leave some ache. Staytone, the light still fades, but I remember how it played. You closed the door without a sound, but left your name in every round. Staytone, not loud, not done, the kind of echo you don't outrun.
You asked if I like cinnamon. I said I didn't know, then grinned. The kind of talk we never planned, but somehow reached for with our hands. You blinked too slow and said my name like it just landed, not the same. Closequiet, we're almost there, in quiet seats and half a stare. You laugh like nothing's meant too loud, but I still hear it in the sound. Closequiet, just past new, but everything still feels like you. I learned your order shy and fast. You never thought the pause would last, but I don't mind the little slips. It's like we're walking in eclipse. No one says this part out loud, but it still echoes through the crowd. Closequiet, we're almost there, in quiet seats and half a stare. You laugh like nothing's meant too loud, but I still hear it in the sound. Closequiet, just past new, but everything still feels like you. No big line or a sudden claim, just knowing you still feel the same. Closequiet, no need to rush, the world will move around our hush. You smile and tilt the day my way, and I keep learning how to stay. Closequiet, just right there, and in that hush I know you care.
Dusty light upon my desk. Time slows down, I feel less pressed. Coffee rings a little mess, but in this moment I feel blessed. Thoughts unfold between the lines.
You watched me like you always do, but held your words like they were true. I smiled and said, it's getting late. You nodded slow like some debate. Your hand was near but didn't move, like touch was something we disprove. Saidless but louder still, the things we don't say yet we feel. Your breath too close, my steps too slow, and yet we both pretend not so. Saidless, the weight we share in every glance we never dare. The air grew thin, your voice grew small. You asked if I still dream at all. I said sometimes you closed your eyes, like that meant more than I imply. We live between the said and thought, where every silence says a lie. Saidless but louder still, the things we don't say yet we feel. Your breath too close, my steps too slow, and yet we both pretend not so. Saidless, the weight we share in every glance we never dare. And if one word could make this right, would you still hold it back tonight? Saidless, but can't deny that we've been waiting all this time. You blink, I breathe, we shift, we stall, but everything is said through all. Saidless, this isn't chance, it's how we've danced without the dance. Saidless, we played it safe, but now we stand here face to face. You speak at last, I barely hear, but somehow I already knew, my dear.
You have smiled, said maybe then. That sound keeps coming back again. It wasn't love, it wasn't clear, but somehow you stayed near. Your voice was quiet, but it stuck. You like footsteps, soft but full of luck. You never tried to make me stay, but now I hum you every day. I trace the echo in your tone, a rhythm I've made on my own. Lingerette, soft replay. You don't leave, you just delay. Fading slow but never gone, like a verse that hums too long. We didn't hold, we didn't fall, but something loops beneath it all. Lingerette, half defined, still stuck somewhere in my mind. Play too light to call it fate, but too loud to still, like it's a bet. This love that never placed, and yet
you laugh just like you used to do, but I could tell you noticed too. We're not the same, but not quite new. A rhythm that we still fall through. The table's changed, the cup is cracked, but we still sip and never ask. Familiar thing, the way we sit, like maybe time just took a bit. We don't say much, but in the space it feels like I still know your face. Familiar thing we hold just tight, enough to say we're almost right.
You ask me how my song's been going. I lie with truths I keep from showing. You nod like that's enough to me. The lines between us stayed unseen. It's not the past, it's not pretend. It's just a thread we never end.
Familiar thing, the way we sit, like maybe time just took a bit. We don't say much, but in the space it feels like I still know your face. Familiar thing we hold just tight, enough to say we're almost right. If I said more, would you lean in, or just laugh soft and close again? Familiar thing, not loud, not grand, but something real we understand. You smiled and said let's not define, and somehow that still felt like mine. Familiar thing, we fade and glow, like scenes for years that still don't go. Not quite a start, not quite the end, just something I still call a friend. Familiar thing where maybe we still find what we don't dare to be.
A subtle tone, a gentle start. We move and sing, a work of art. Cups and cables, morning lights. You say the words and all feels right. I caught a rhythm in your eyes. I felt the quiet synchronize. No need to chase, it's all alive. The tempo's flowing through our minds. Together we just float and glide. No pressure here, just time and tide. Soft signal, echo clear. Your voice, the only sound I hear. Side by side, we ride the day. In harmony, we drift away. The city hums, we move within. Unspoken trust beneath the skin. A glance, a note, we understand. The signal soft, but it commands. Together we just float and glide. No pressure here, just time and tide.
closed the door, not loud, not fast, like hope and silence wouldn't last. Your name still hangs behind the glass, a shadow slow enough to pass. We didn't end, we just unspoke, a bond that time began to cloak. I don't forget, I just defer. You're still the echo in the blur. Racing slow and true, not quite gone but out of view. You remain where light gets thin, still beneath my every skin. Lacing, not erased. You linger soft in empty space. You never changed the final note, just let it flow without a quote. So I replay what never played, a silence dressed like it was made. No final scene, no loud goodbye, just you a whisper passing by. Late and slow and true, not quite gone but out of view. You remain where light gets thin, still beneath my every skin. Late and not erased. You linger soft in empty space. Some hearts don't break, they just dissolve into the things we can't resolve. Final place adrift and stay. You're the color light can't say. Though you're nowhere I can hold, you're the warmth that doesn't cold. I walk away but not alone. Your shadow fits like it was grown.
You asked if I like tea or wine. I said depends on who's got time. You laughed like that meant something more, but didn't open up the door. You touched your hair, then bit your lip, like balancing on words that slip. Maybelline, not close, not far. We sit like we forgot who we are. You smile, I nod. We joke, we stay, like maybe we'll just drift that way. Maybelline, just out of frame, but somehow neither one feels blame. You said your friend just moved away, then watched my face like I might stay. I said I'm free this Friday night. You said we'll see, but grin too bright. Oh, we don't confess, we don't deny, but every pause is just a try. Maybelline, not close, not far. We sit like we forgot who we are. You smile, I nod. We joke, we stay, like maybe we'll
just out of frame. But somehow neither one feels blame. If I reached out and called it real, would that undo what we both feel? Maybe lean, we take it slow, but still the quiet seems to know we're dancing near, not saying so, but somehow leaning closer though. Maybelline still undefined, but maybe that's by our design.
I caught myself before I smiled. You joked again, it's been a while. I nod like nothing's in the air, but there's a question hanging there. You're kind, too kind, like I don't know that sometimes kindness means don't go. Can't back that soft retreat like love's just waiting on repeat. You look like maybe I still could, but sound like maybe no one should. Can't back that look you wear. It says you're here, but not all there. You leave the glass just half refilled. You talk like pauses can't be spilled. You ask if I'm still working late. I say sometimes, you say that's great. We circle close, then step away, as if we might both want to stay. Can't back that soft retreat like love's just waiting on repeat. You look like maybe I still could, but sound like maybe no one should. Can't back that look you wear. It says you're here, but not all there. And if I say, just say it straight, would you still smile or hesitate? Can back, it's wearing thin this way. We both won't lose or win. You say take care like it's a vow, but I know we're not here somehow. Can back still near, still light, but never quite enough to fight.
You called me just to talk about the sky. I listened more than I replied. You laughed at something I don't get, but somehow that's the best part yet. It's not a line, it's not a game, but why does every word feel brave? Halflight, where we don't have to choose, not quite strangers, not quite truth. A pause between the might and must, still enough to feel like a flight, where maybe still allowed, and silence doesn't feel too loud. You asked if I still like the rain. I said I did, then asked again. You didn't notice that I stalled, but maybe that's the risk of fall. There's no confession, no big claim, just borrowed closeness with your name. Halflight, where we don't have to choose, not quite. Strangers, not quite truth. A pause between the might and must, still enough to feel like Halflight, where maybe still allowed, and silence doesn't feel too loud. And if you turn just half your face, I'll meet you there, not more. Just one small beat behind your heart. Halflight, where we almost confessed, not quite lost, not quite blessed. In every pause we almost trust, a moment shy, a hopeful hush. Halflight, still barely said aloud, but somehow feels the most alive.
You always text at 8:03. I act surprised like casually. You joke too much, I roll my eyes, but secretly I kinda try. You say just friends, but smile too long and hum my name like it's a song. Every little thing you do feels like sunshine breaking through. From how you lean to how you pause, your chaos in the cutest. Cause every little step we take feels like a bet we both might make. You steal my fries, I let you win. I mark the spot, you brush my chin. You say my laugh's your favorite sound. I try to keep my heart down. You walk me home and say alright, but glance again to check the light. Every little thing you do feels like sunshine breaking through. From how you lean to how you pause, your chaos in the cutest. Cause every little step we take feels like a bet we both might make. I won't say more, you won't say yes, but maybe hearts don't need regret. Every little sign you leave is louder than the words you breathe. We're not in love, but not to, and I don't mind if you do too. Every little tilt and grin keeps pulling me a little in. It's not a rush, it's not a game, but maybe next we say my name. Every little thing I knew might mean I'm falling into you.
Your coat on the chair still warm, but you were already gone. The cup you left still holds the line of where your lips met mine. I try to clean it all away, but
but some things like to stay. I walk the room we used to fit and breathe the space you left in it. Fine frame, we were once like a photo in the sun, faded at the very edge, but I still trace every ledge. Fine frame, still so near, even when you're not right here. Your voice still hides in hallway bends, like books that open but never end. The air remembers what you said, though the words are long since shed. I try not to rewind too slow, but love still plays like shadow shows. Fine frame, we were once like a photo in the sun, faded at the very edge, but I still trace every ledge. Fine frame, still so near, even when you're not right here. They say that time resets the scene, but mine still plays you in between. Fine frame, out of date, but still hangs beside my gate. Even now I don't replace that fine frame holding your trace. Your coat is gone, but not the air. You're still a frame that isn't there. The sun touched where you used to sleep. I didn't move, I didn't weep. Your coat still hanging near the door. I folded once, then nothing more. I water plants you never named, but each one leans your way unchanged. I don't erase, I just adjust, as if love stays or memory must. Don't rest where you were, still the shape in every blur. Though your hands don't reach for mine, I still rise in your design. Don't rest, not quite clear, but you're always almost here. Ooh. The mirror fogs, I see your trace in steam that drips across my face. I hum the tune you used to start. It moves then fades back into heart. I don't pretend you're coming soon, but still I pause before the spoon. Don't rest where you were, still the shape in every blur. Though your hands don't reach for mine, I still rise in your design. Don't rest, not quite clear, but you're always almost here. Ooh. Some loves don't leave with doors or days, they echo
against the fading wall. Eyes not fixed but felt it all. I reached to speak but lost the start. Too many thoughts inside one heart. You watch the light move down the frame, like every moment knew my name. You didn't move, but I still knew the things we almost walked into. Slip frame out of view, what we had just passing through. Held in angles light can't keep, but deep enough to haunt my sleep. Your laugh stayed longer than your steps, like footprints soft and shallow depths. I never asked you why you paused, but maybe silence has a cause. Some truths don't land in open air, they live in glances we don't share. Slip frame out of view, what we had just passing through. Held in angles like can't keep, but deep enough to haunt my sleep. Slip frame, no goodbye, just a till before we try. You never left, not all the way. Some frames just never fade to gray. I see you more in shadows bend, where quiet starts and stories end. Slip frame out of view, what we had just passing through. Held in angles like can't keep, but deep enough to haunt my sleep. Slip frame, no goodbye, just a till before we try. You never left, not all the way. Some frames just never fade to gray.
Who said you'd call, just not tonight? So I wait beneath this fading light. Messages unsent, still safe, like memories I never gave. I write you lines I'll never send, like how I hoped we wouldn't end. You haunt the quiet parts of me, where silence hides what used to be. I keep it low, I keep it slow, still hoping you might want to know. Later words left unsaid echo soft inside my head. Maybe love was never wrong, just too quiet all alone. All alone. the could have beens, but never learned how love begins. I still write, I still pretend, but later words don't reach the end.
You text me there at 6:03. I take a cab, pretend to read. This isn't love, not yet defined, but something keeps me on that line. I check my face, not for your sake, but to be sure I'm still awake. Halflight, not yes or no. We talk like we've got time to throw. You lean, I laugh, I dodge, I stay like maybe I'll be sure someday. Halflight, it's almost true, but I still hide it more than you. You hold the door, I say you sure, as if the words can mean much more. You ask about my favorite band, I act like I don't understand. It's not a game, but not quite plain, like maybe liking you's insane. Halflight, a yes or no. We talk like we've got time to throw. You lean, I laugh, I dodge, I stay like maybe I'll be sure someday. Halflight, it's almost true, but I still hide it more than you. And if you called it something real, would I admit the way I feel? Halfline, you smile and wait, and I rewind our halfway day. You say I'll text and start to go. I nod like that means yes, not no. Halfline, maybe I'll fall, but I won't say it first at all. You say it's fine, I'm not too quick. We smile like we don't feel the slip. You pour the tea, I stir my cup, but both of us are holding up. There's comfort here, but not control. We're floating close, but not quite whole. Hold still, like time won't break. The space we share, the breath we fake. I reach for you, but not too far, as if that might undo the scar. Hold still, we stay and spin, pretending still is something in. The keys, the shoes, your quiet coat, the way your voice forgets to flow. I ask you how your day has gone, but fear the truth in your soul, so on. We walk around unspoken makes them real. Hold still, like time won't break the space we share, the breath we fake. I reach for you, but not too far, as if that might undo the scar. Hold still, we stay and spin, pretending still is something in. And if I said don't let this go, would you stay still or choose to show? Hold still, just one more beat before we fall, or take the heat. The world could pause, we might begin, or we might break and still not win. Hold still, it's tense, it's true, but all I want is more of you. Not perfect words, not some escape, just hold me still before it breaks.
You say I blink too slow for you. I laugh and say you blink slow too. We sip and shift in tiny ways, like nothing big but still it stays. You lean back, I lean ahead. No one says what's in their head. Tilt side, just off the mark, but still enough to spark a spark. We tilt, not fall, but there's that pull, like maybe we're not casual. Tilt side, it's not too wide, but I still drift toward your side. You tap the straw, I hum a line. You ask if I'm free sometime. I nod, then check a date that's fake. You smirk like you know it's bait. We don't rush, we don't define, but there's a rhythm in this line. Tilt side, just off the mark, but still enough to spark a spark. Till not fall, but there's that pull, like maybe we're not casual. Tilt side, it's not too wide, but I still drift towards your side. And if I slipped and said too much, would you lean in or lose that touch? Tilt side, no crash, no flight, but still we orbit just so slight. We don't declare, but still we show in every pause a kind of go. Tilt side, not wrong, not tight, but always pulled into your light.
You passed me in a crowded street. I felt it pause beneath my feet. Your hands held nothing, but I saw the way you looked, it gave me pause. We never meant to overlap.
but here we are, just like that. A feather line, too soft to see, but strong enough to carry me. Feather line across the day, you didn't ask but I might stay. Every glance became a thread, in words we haven't even said. You smile like someone turned the page, and I forgot my quiet cage. There's something light about your name that made the silence feel less plain. It didn't crash, it didn't burn, just waited slow for us to turn. Feather line across the day, you didn't ask but I might stay. Every glance became a thread, in words we haven't even said. If we don't call it anything, it might become our favorite thing. Feather line don't define, let it breathe, it still feels mine. No need to tie or cut or run, some love unfolds without a sun. Just a trace, but one I find in every part you left behind.
Leave the porch light on for me, like you always do. Quietly, no need to say it every time, but that small light feels like a sonnet. I'm not the man who writes things down, but I still know what's safe and sound. Edge warm, where I return to a name I didn't have to earn. Your voice, a place I never owned. You never said it, but you're home. Edge warm, I feel it still, where silence moves and time stands still. Sharp, it cuts too clean, but you saw through what I don't mean. You let me sit and find my breath, like love could wait and never guess. You didn't ask, you didn't doubt. You're just a place I don't run out. Edge warm, where I return I never owned. You never said it, but you're home. Edge warm, I feel it still, where silence moves and time stands still. You don't believe in fixing men, you believe I try again. Edge warm, not loud or bright, but you're the reason I sleep right.
talk less when I feel too much, but you still hear it in the hush. Edge worn, where all begins, and I don't need to wear my sin. You look back just once, then gone, but I felt the groove live on. Your echo laced the hallway air. I followed like it wasn't there. You always leave in perfect beat, a melody that won't repeat. I play it cool, but you still stay behind each step I give away. Stilltone, you move so light, never sharp but always right. In the silence you still groove, like a shadow built to move. Stilltone, can't rewind, but I keep you in my mind. We never danced but kept the time. Your rhythm fit just under mine. I said too little, watch too much. Now I memorize your touch. The sound of you, not loud, not gone, just slow and real like certain songs. Stilltone, you move so light, never sharp but always right. In the silence you still groove, like a shadow built to move. Stilltone, can't rewind, but I keep you in my mind. You faded like a final bar, but I still hum who you are. Stilltone, stay this smooth, no result but still a truth. Even now the beat you played never fades, just slowly stayed. I don't need to hear you more. Your Stilltone stays behind each door. Opened all the windows wide, just in case your breath might slide. The clock ticks like it knows you too, each second steeped in shades of you. I fold the quilt you used last time and straighten out your silent rhyme. You're still an hour and a half away, but I feel close with every sway. Still reach, not quite near, but your name bends through the air. You're the echo in my light, soft but steady out of sight. Still reach, almost here. Love doesn't knock, it just appears. I check the tea you always liked, it's waiting calm, a little spite. Ooh. The room is filled with what you bring, even without a single ring. I speak to things that you once moved, they answer back in quiet grooves. Still reach, not quite near, but your name bends through the air. You're the echo in my light, steady out of sight, still reach,
distance isn't far or close. It's just the part I miss the most. Still reach pulls me in like the hush beneath the wind. Even if you're just a blur, you arrive in how things stir. So I don't pace, I just prepare for love that's real because it's there. Because it's there. You asked if I still hum that tune, the one we missed that afternoon. I smiled, said no, but knew I lied. The notes still drift where I reside. I walk by streets that don't recall, but every corner still knows it all. Your shadow flickers past the glass, and I pretend the moment passed. You didn't speak, I didn't wait. I left the door, I locked the gate. Where we almost were still rings true. Not quite love, not quite through. A story paused, a song unread. We almost lived, but lived instead. You said it's fine with half a breath, and I mistook it for what's left. I held your hand, not tight, not long, enough to stay but not feel wrong. I leaned too far, I pulled back fast. You missed my fear, I hoped we'd last. Where we almost were still rings true. Not quite love, not quite through. A story paused, a song unread. We almost lived, but lived instead. What if silence was a choice? What if leaving gave us voice together? Not every truth is meant to stay. Some hearts write best when walking away. Where we almost were, not erased, still shaped by time, still interlaced. Not a heartbreak, not a flame, but we both whisper just the same. We almost were. You rush ahead, I read the map. You leap, I pause, I miss the gap. You hum too low, I sing too bright. But still we land in time, not quite. It's not sync, but it's still sweet. Like two shoes with different beats. Wrong speed, right song. We've been off, but all along. It's the mess that fits us best. Tempo twisted, still no test. You order late, I rush dessert. But
somehow no one gets hurt. You spin, I lock, we miss the cue. Still the music lets us through. It's not clean, but it's alive. Off the line, but we survive. Wrong speed, right song. We've been off, but all along. It's the mess that fits us best. Tempo twisted, still no test. She used to want a perfect match. He, now I chase the offbeat scratch. Together, it's where we break that we belong. It's not always right, but it's our song. Wrong speed, right song. This off tune feels lifelong. We're the skip that still plays through, and that's enough for me and you. Wrong speed, right song. We've been off, but all along. It's the mess that fits us best. Tempo twisted, still no test.
I don't need more, no grand plan, just the now, just where I stand. Coffee hot, no traffic slow, window down, I let it go. Sunlight brights across my sleeve, and that's enough, I don't need leave. I've chased more, I've held tight, but today just feels right. Nothing but this, no wish list. The beat of my steps, the warmth I missed. I don't need more, no grand plan, just the now, just where I stand. My phone's asleep, I'm not in sync, but time can wait, I need this blink. Every breeze feels like a win, and joy shows up on quiet skin. No alerts, no goals to check, just a rhythm in my neck. Nothing but this, no wish list. The beat of my steps, the warmth I missed. I don't need more, no grand plan, just the now, just where I stand. I make noise and try to climb, but peace is just this midday time. A song that hums without a stage, a joy that never fades with age. Nothing but this, just today. My own tempo, my own way. No prize to chase, no trend to hit. I breathe, I move, this life I fit. I breathe, I move, this life I fit. I don't need more, no grand plan, just the now, just where I stand.
You speak slow, you rush flow together, but we both land in time, you know.
You say maybe, I say yes. You guess left, I lean finesse. You sip calm, I spill the tea, but somehow that works for me.
No script, no plan, still sink like a jazz, a band, talking rhythm, not in rhyme. We crash a bit, but beat in time. You step off beat, I turn too fast, but we still groove and make it last.
I hum low, you sing wide, still our voices slip and slide.
You tap first, I pause late, but we echo smooth like fate. Off pitch, maybe,
still sounds wavy. Talking rhythm, not in rhyme. We clash a bit, but beat in time. You step off beat, I turn too fast, but we still groove and make it last.
Don't fix the phrase, just spin the beat together. That's how we move, imperfectly neat.
Talking rhythm, not in rhyme. We miss some words, but feel the climb. A little swing, a little slip, but this duet we never trip.